Hello, guys, and this is my 2024 presidential election prediction between Vice President Kamala Harris and Ron DeSantis, governor of Florida. So let's just get into setting up the safe states here. This will be a very interesting matchup. Could go either way, in my opinion. It's going to be extremely close. DeSantis is a pretty strong candidate the Republicans can run, definitely stronger than Trump. Almost done setting these up. Alrighty, let's just get right into this prediction. The first categorization being New Mexico is a likely state in this scenario. I feel like Ron DeSantis could certainly improve on Trump's really bad margin here in the 2020 election. I feel like he could get it down below 10 points into that likely area. I feel like Texas would actually remain a likely state, especially in a scenario between DeSantis and Harris. I feel like it would move a point or two to the left, but not enough for it to be down to a lean margin. Because DeSantis is a pretty strong candidate, especially in the southern area here. Next state would be Florida. I feel like it would also be a likely margin because DeSantis is a popular governor of Florida, so he has that home state advantage here. That'll really help him. Nebraska's second, it would be a lean margin. I feel like it would just go slightly below Biden's win here. I feel like Nebraska's second is going to be a Democratic-leaning district for the foreseeable future. Iowa and Ohio, similar states. I feel like DeSantis would keep Trump's margins here that he had in the 2020 election, and because he could connect with those voters. Maybe not as well, but he could certainly connect with them. Next state I would do would be Wisconsin. In this scenario, I actually feel like DeSantis would win it by a lean margin, not a tilt. I feel like DeSantis is the right candidate to win Wisconsin in 2024. Certainly has a lot of popularity, a Republican base, and I feel like he could totally win this state. Next state would be Minnesota. I would say it's about a lean margin. DeSantis can appeal well to the Rust Belt voters here without the toxic brand of Trump's name here. But DeSantis has to be careful about balancing bridge between moderate Republicans and Trump Republicans, especially. He has to be careful about it. Let's head on to New England here. I feel like it would be a lean margin New Hampshire and a lean margin in Maine, and Ron DeSantis will carry Maine second by a likely margin here. I feel like he would keep Trump's base here and can improve upon it. Let's bring it down to lean margins here against Kamala Harris. Michigan, I would say it would be a tilt margin. Against DeSantis, though, I think it could be a lean margin. The Detroit area would definitely help Harris here, and I feel like they would turn out a lot. Ron DeSantis could get a lot of rural support here. We'll have to see, but for now, I would be safe in my categorization of Michigan as a lean state. In North Carolina, I would categorize that as a lean Republican state. I feel like it would just remain the same margin as it was in 2020. It could expand under DeSantis. Harris will face the same problems that Clinton did. Let's do cover next. Just do Nevada. It's easy. Nevada will be about a lean margin. I feel like it would stay roughly the same as it did in the 2020 election. I feel like not a lot of things would change. The Las Vegas area is really helpful for Democrats here. Georgia, it could go to DeSantis in this, but it's becoming very Democratic. I feel like Kamala Harris could hold on to this state against DeSantis, even though he's from neighboring Florida. I feel like that Atlanta area will come out heavy for Harris in this scenario. Pennsylvania, however, I think DeSantis could win this against Harris. Totally could. Harris could be viewed as very unpopular here, similar to how Hillary Clinton was viewed in the 2016 election. I feel like it would draw a distinct parallel to that. And Arizona, I feel like DeSantis would win it against Harris, honestly. I feel like in the tilt margin, Ron DeSantis would beat Harris here. Mainly because He's not Trump. He doesn't have that toxic brand that Trump had here, and he could totally win it. And I would give Ron DeSantis the presidency against Kamala Harris. Thank you guys for watching, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.